Come here. Okay, so you guys have requested to see these little babies that you haven't seen them in a while, and they're so big now to show you one at a time. So here's Nika. You guys know Nika. Oh, Mama, say hi. Okay, get down. Come here, Chewy. Chew. Come here. And then, come here. So this guy is huge. I should have named him Osito because he's like my little bear. He is humongous. Look at how big he is. He's smaller than Nika. Well, he's younger than Nika, but he's huge. And he was supposed to be little. And his ears never came up, so he's kind of like floppy-eared, and he is like the most cuddly little guy ever. He's very sweet. Nika's very hyper. Chewy's very like calm and cuddly and sweet. She barks at everybody. He doesn't make a sound. He likes everybody. She doesn't like anybody. So it's funny. They are, similar to children. They're just random, random and different. Anyways, happy Sunday to all of you watching. Hopefully you don't mind my little buddy here sitting on my lap. He'll probably jump down here momentarily. Okay, get down, get down, get down. Okay, there they go. All right, so back to my top 5 cigars for the week. I just wanted to take a moment to show the puppies to you guys because I know a lot of you had commented that you haven't seen them in a while. So there they are, and they're huge. Going back to my little throwback series, these are my number 4 cigars for the last 5 years. So continuing on in that series, starting with 2016, we had the 1502 Nicaragua XO. This one is like the super, super aged, 18-year-old aged tobacco, but it's a secret blend. So he didn't disclose binder, filler, wrapper to anybody, just blended this tremendous cigar that is really a nice offering from 1502 Cigars coming straight out of Nicaragua. We know where it's made, but we just don't know the blend. But it is a tremendous offering. Milk chocolate notes, coffee, cedar, black pepper, red pepper, dabs of vanilla spice, even little hints of like the dried woodsy notes. Really, really nice. I like it, of course, with rum. That's like, to me, you could even do it with a cognac if you are a cognac drinker, bringing out some different notes, but I like it with rum, and extra aged rum, of course, to match the extra aging on the cigar. Beautiful offering again from 1502 Cigars. Which brings me to 2017. The number 4 cigar that year was the H. Upmann blended in collaboration with AJ Fernandez. Of course, I talk about it all the time. AJ's magical. He did that collaboration with H. Upmann. It was that beautiful turquoise band. Awesome, just awesome cigar for many reasons. It smokes wonderful. The price point is a steal. It's one of those just order a box because they're not expensive and they really are good cigars. That one has the Ecuadorian wrapper, Corojo 99 on the binder, and a Criollo 98 and Piloto Cubano on the filler. It has like a sweet little vanilla, creamy cinnamon spice, a little bit of honey. It's a sweeter, I use that word, sometimes it's confusing. It's sweeter for traditional tobacco flavoring. It's just has those little dabs and nuances of sweet little dabs in there. Little tiny hints of spice with the cinnamon. There's a slight pepper, not very prominent, but you can kind of taste it. It gives that little balance and different complexities in it, but a really nice offering again from H. Upmann and AJ Fernandez. Just a great cigar. 2018 number 4 cigar was the Monte Cristo Nicaragua. Beautiful offering. Also happens to be blended by AJ. Go figure. I'm telling you, he dominates the market now with everybody. He does so many collaborations. He makes so many cigars for people that it's rare now, it seems, to find a cigar that he hasn't somehow been a part of, whether he's growing the tobacco, blending it, doing the whole thing, or just like, kissed the box. I don't know, but he just does a lot. The Monte Cristo Nicaraguan Puro, hints of cocoa, You do get like the aged leather. There's a subtle spiciness to it. Sun-drenched cedar. It's kind of like the little sweet, spicy nuances back and forth, but it's definitely like a nice any time of the day cigar. Very good offering, especially if you're maybe newer to smoking. That's a nice one. It's not overpowering. It's a decent price point. It's an overall very nice cigar. Number 4 for 2019 was the Norteño Edición Limitada. Technically it was put at number 4, but really that cigar was just so freaking good. I love the Norteño line. He's done a great job. Drew Estate's another one of those brands that you'll find, I think at least twice in my overall the last 5 years. They've been in the lineup because they make great cigars and I smoke them often. But the Norteño in that particular Vitola, that Edición Limitada, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Definitely, I mean, it should already be in your humidor because I talk about it so much. But if it's not by any chance, definitely pick up some. They're wonderful. That one has my favorite, San Andres wrapper, Honduran binder, Nicaraguan filler. So you get like the sweet buttercream, you get leather, you get cashew nut, you pick up charred oak, dark chocolate, little bits of like the red cayenne peppers just kind of sprinkled in there. Just a beautiful cigar. I love that one. I think by now you guys have smoked it. I'm sure by now you've probably smoked all of these cigars. Maybe a few of them you haven't smoked in a while, which was the whole purpose of kind of going back and doing this little flashback of the last 5 years. But definitely one that you should have like on hand. It's such a good cigar. And that brings me, of course, to number 4 for this past year was the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust Sobremesa Brulee. No stranger to the lineup. I have talked about this cigar so many times, and overall, like all of Steve Saka's cigars, I've talked about really just loving them all. And that's such a genuinely true statement because I haven't smoked a cigar from him that I didn't like. They're just, I don't know what he's doing over there, but he's doing something incredible because I like all of his cigars. And I think a lot of you that smoke his cigars will agree with me. There's something special going on over there. But the Sobremesa Brulee in particular, it was just like, oh my gosh, morning coffee by itself, any time of the day, but really morning coffee is like, yes, this is a fabulous stick. Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper, San Andres Negro on the binder, Nicaraguan filler, cedar, caramel, coffee, butter pecan, anise, like little sugared caramel notes in there. Just like everything good is in that cigar. It's so fabulous. Could have easily been number 1. I mean, I think I mentioned that several times now on my overall video for best cigars of 2020. All of them, all 5, technically could have been number 1. They were all just so good. And it was really tough to make that decision and just to slap a number on there because at that point it was just like, I can't decide which one should be number 1. They're all that good. That one falls right in line with that. Definitely a cigar that I would think by now you guys have probably smoked it. If not, you probably have a box in your humidor. They're just fabulous cigars. But if not, just in case, I did put links below so you guys could click and try and find all these cigars in case you want to revisit them or you've never smoked them or whatever the case may be. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fabulous Sunday. Have a fabulous week. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay super blessed, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.